Yes.
But in here, I have it divided up into money, parents, students, administrators, and then we go into the unions. We go into different ways of learning, which I highlight from different scientists who studied how the brain works in kids. And one of the places this really comes into effect. So let's go back to when Common Core was introduced.
Hmm.
So the idea behind it was a good idea. It was it was not implemented well, and it also got kind of hijacked by a lot of college academics. You remember earlier conversation about how I hate math. Well,
Hmm.
if you're in college and you love math, you think everyone should love math, but that's just not that's
Yeah.
just not reality.
Right.
Um, but the what happened with Common Core is everybody remembers how all the complaints about the math.
Yeah.
Um, so instead, do you know what the standard algorithm is? You probably learned how to add and subtract. That's where you
Mhm.
stack the numbers and you add down.
Yeah.
In some districts, they won't let a teacher teach it that way until after fifth grade. They want them to learn it seven other ways,
Oh, wow.
seven ways to do the same problem. And the idea, if you read the white papers from a lot of the academics who wrote the policies on Common Core, was that if the kid learns how to do it the other seven ways, then they'll really understand what the math means. Well, okay. So here's the problem with that. These are people who have not been in an elementary school or a middle school and had
Yeah.
to work with that age group. What every single teacher told me without fail is that the kid who understands the seven different ways was the kid who was already good at math.
Hmm.
But now the kids who were struggling with math, they're confused by all the steps in the seven different ways, and they're getting them mixed up between the different ways of doing it, and they're doing worse, which is why
Yeah.
math scores plummeted after the introduction of Common Core.
Right.
And they're also so what they're teaching in Georgia, for instance, where I live, what most counties are teaching a kid in fourth grade, I didn't learn until eighth grade or ninth
Right.
grade. They're dividing fractions in third grade
Right.
and fourth grade. And it's not to say they can't all do it, but it is a struggle. And what I had a teacher put it to me this way. She said they're trying to pack too much too early into their little heads,
Yeah.
and it's just too much sometimes.